gentlemen, and ladies, the Oilers do it again. They do it again. They do it again. Oilers win. Oilers win. Play la bamba, baby. And this time I do have it loaded up, and we're going to go now. 3, 2, 1, boom. Now, for those of you that have been living under a rock and do not know, the Oilers set some history a couple days ago, getting scored on the fastest 3 goals ever in Oilers franchise history, 37 seconds. Not a good record to have. Then, 2 nights ago against the Washington Capitals, Evan Bouchard becomes the second player defenseman in NHL history to have 6 points, 8 shots, along with Bobby Orr. He also becomes the first Oilers defenseman in 20 years to get a hat trick. My oh my, did you not see this coming? Now, not to be outdone, Ekholm last night says, "Hold my beer, I got some pretty plays for you, sir." Ekholm and Bouchard become the first 2 defensemen in NHL history. Not Oilers history, not in recent history, not in the last 20 years. No, in the last 102 years of the NHL. Bouchard, Ekholm, back-to-back hat tricks. First time in league history 2 defensemen have had back-to-back hat tricks. Oh, by the way, they play on the same line together. Ain't it grand? But not to be outdone and not to be outshone, not to be out-preformed. Where's my bookaroo? There you are. It wasn't just Ekholm scoring goals on the defensive side. It wasn't just Bouchard scoring goals. Nay, no. It was Stastny. It was Nurse. Stastny gets his first goal as an Oiler. Welcome to Edmonton, scoring your first goal. Love to see it. And yes, I am bearing the lead. Yeah, I am bearing the lead very much so. By the way, if you guys don't know, there was a call-up yesterday. Oh, yes, there was. Szymanski, you're here to stay, bud. Welcome to the Oilers family. He will be here for the remainder of the week and next week as well, seeing as we've only got 4 or 5 games till the All-Star break. Why? Because he is part of Team Germany, and he will travel with the NHL players to Germany. It's just easier economically that way. It's better that way for him and the team. And hey, he looked pretty damn good in his NHL debut. Pretty damn good, if you ask me. Now, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to get into the good. We're going to get into the bad. We're going to get into the not so okay. Now, yes, the Oilers win 7-4 against the Anaheim Ducks. Now, it wasn't pretty. Again, this goaltending isn't it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying. But we're getting the same goaltending we got with Picard and Skinner. We're just paying a frick of a lot more for it. And don't give me, well, Jory made an amazing save laying on his belly without a blade. He laid down and the puck hit him. That's not a save. That's a block shot. Sorry to hurt your feelings. Any whoosies? Let's get into it just a little bit here. Now, like I said, I'm not going to harp on it too much. Again, no hat tricks for Oilers defenseman in 20 years. Evan Bouchard, January 24th. He does it against the Capitals. Mattias Ekholm does it January 26th versus the Ducks. Hey, it was all Ekholm all the time last night. Am I right? Draisaitl again with 4 assists last night, continue his torrent pace up the point leader. But now, and this is where I want to make it very clear. It was a closer game than it should have been. The Oilers got lucky. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. The Oilers got lucky. 2 empty netters, obviously one from behind our goal line, sealed the deal with the Ekholm goal. Cool, awesome, love to see it. Now, it started off with an Anaheim power play early in the first period, and of course they score. I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. Granlund gets a hat trick, all 3 goals on the power play after, what's his nuts name? Sinski from Anaheim got a hat trick against Calgary the night before. So Anaheim had back-to-back hat tricks as well. I won't lie, that's pretty cool too. That is a pretty neat stat if you're an Anaheim Duck fan. But let's get back to this game. Granlund scores his 10th of the year. Kreider and Gauthier get the assist. 1-0 Anaheim. Oilers get a power play. They don't do very well on it. It looked torrid. Oilers get a double. Minor power play high sticking. Guess who? Hyman on the power play, assisted by Hopkins and Draisaitl. Now, don't get me wrong. Hopkins is a hell of a player, but he's become a power play merchant and gets a lot of his points on the power play. I think if you look back at the last 2 or 3 years, you could comfortably say 85% of his points come via the power play. It's okay. Still puts up points. Now, Anaheim gets their second power play of the first period. No goal. The Oilers finally figure out how to play defense on that. Now, Ducks take 12 shots. They score a goal. Oilers take 12 shots. They score a goal. Both on the power play. It's all evens. We're all okay. Second period, 35 seconds in the period. That Killorn goal cannot go in. I don't care what goalie you are. That goal, what? 35. Just, team needs to be better. Assisted by Puing and Trouba, because of course it is. 1-1, 2-1 Anaheim, sorry. McDavid gets tripped. There's no call on the play. And then he gets tripped again, and this time they call it a penalty shot. He goes hard into the boards. He crashed pretty hard on the boards, getting tripped. No call on the play, whatever. As he's getting up, he's just left the zone. He's got another breakaway. He gets held onto. Yes, it's a penalty shot. He does not score on it. Good save there by Husso. It's still 2-1 Anaheim. Now the fun starts. Stastny with a snipe, assisted by Emberson and Draisaitl. 2-2. Now, this is where I kind of... The puck was out of play. Okay? The puck was out of play, guys. I know a lot of you are going to be upset by me saying this, but the puck hit the netting roughly a minute and a half before the goal went in. It hit the netting. The refs didn't blow it dead. To add insult to the injury, coaching staff of Anaheim were just looking at the play, and I don't know if it was a fan or if it was somebody on the bench, somebody on the ice, Jay Woodcroft, part of the coaching staff. I don't know what it was, who it was, but the ref heard somebody call for a timeout for Anaheim. Because he went over to the timekeeper's bench, 30-second timeout, Anaheim. Joe Quenneville's looking around like he just lost his dog. And he's yelling at the ref, I didn't call a timeout. Who on the bench called a timeout? I want my timeout back. Unfortunately, that's not the way the NHL works. If the ref hears somebody in the vicinity of the bench call for a timeout, he's not going to look at who called for it. He's going to hear, hey, we need a timeout. Anaheim timeout. I will preface this. If it was a fan, and I really don't think it was, but if it was a fan sitting behind the Anaheim bench and yelled, Anaheim timeout, you're a useless scumbag. Like, be better. Be better. And if it was one of the assistant coaches on Anaheim that did it, own up to it. Tell Quenneville today or yesterday after the game, hey, my bad, I called the timeout thinking we could get more time to see if the puck went over the glass, hit the netting, and we'll get no goal. Or if it did, we take a power penalty kill. Any Hoosies, they don't challenge. It is 2-2. Ekholm scores his fourth. What a snipe by Ekholm, too. Like, just a beautifully set up tip. He sets the play. One touch passes it over to Hyman. Hyman gives it back to him with a nice little tip in. McDavid, beautiful play by Ekholm. Beautifully set up. We have a 3-2 Oiler lead. Ekholm's fourth of the year. My bad. No, that is Ekholm's fourth of the year. Damn. Assisted by McDavid and Hyman. Nurse with a beautiful snipe. He makes it 4-2. And then Ekholm with a beautiful snipe of his own top. Ched. Assisted by Savoy. 5-2. Anaheim gets their third power play of the game. Of course, they score. Guess who? Granlund again, his 11th, assisted by Sensky. It's 5-3. And we're kind of puckering now, right? We're going into the third period. Shots for the Ducks in that period were 12, 15 for the Oilers, 27-24 for Edmonton. Now, as Oilers fans, we know it's a close game. It's 5-3. Oilers don't hold on to 5-3 leads. They just don't. They're allergic to it. They're allergic to holding on to leads. Let me tell you, when I tell you this, there was a lot riding on the line. Oilers win this game. They're tied for first in the Pacific Division. Oilers lose this game. They're out of second into third, battling for the second wild card spot. It's not a place you want to be if you're Edmonton. Let's be honest. We don't play again till Thursday, so a lot could change in the standings-wise from now till Thursday. Anyways, Granlund shows up. He scores his second goal of power play. We go to the third period. Oilers take a penalty. If you're the Edmonton Oilers, you have to learn to stay out of the fucking box. I'm sorry. Stay out of the box. Stick infractions should not be a thing. Don't put your stick where you wouldn't put your dick. If that offends you, I apologize for nothing. For men that play in the NHL, don't put your stick where you wouldn't put your wiener. Right? It's just common sense. Of course, Granlund scores. It's not a good shot. Like that second Granlund goal, again, short side on Jari. It's not a good shot. This one, again, far side on Jari, but it's not a shot that should go in. I'm sorry. You're almost by the circles and you're taking a wrist shot. These goals can't go in. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I won't lie to you guys. We traded Skinner to bring in better goalie tending. We traded Skinner and called up Ingram for better than average goaltending. We're getting average goaltending again, where the team has to score 5, 6, 7 goals a game to make sure we have a chance at winning. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings here, but those are the facts. And we're paying way more than we're paying Skinner for Jari. We're paying more for the same effort. It boggles my mind. But common sense doesn't prevail sometimes. Thankfully, McDavid with his 33rd, Draisaitl and Bouchard get the assist, 6-4. And Ekholm with his 6th hat-trick goal. Throw the hat, because that's what we do. Back-to-back, Jack. And assisted by Draisaitl, 7-4 is the final. Shots in the third period for the Ducks was 16. Shots for the Oilers in the third period was 5. Now, total 40-32. Jari 36 out of 40 for a perfect 900 save percentage. 4 goals against. Husso 25 for 30 and 833 save percentage. 5 goals against. 4 goals against for Jari, sorry. Oilers win in a tight-fought Pacific battle. 3 power play goals against. Really, Oilers got to do better on the PK. The best way to do better on your penalty kill is not be in the box. Jari needs to be better, absolutely, but the team in front of him needs to learn how to block shots. Now, we're on to San Jose. We have San Jose on Thursday. And it doesn't get easier after that. It's San Jose Thursday, Minnesota Saturday, Toronto Tuesday. And to end the Olympic break, Calgary on Wednesday. In Calgary. Like, I'm trying to understand where we're at. Again, Oilers become the first team ever to have defense and score in hat-trick back-to-back games. Thank you, Spit and Chicklets, for the image. Greatly appreciate you. But yeah, that's facts, guys. Like, this team needs to learn how to put 3 wins in a row starting now. They need to figure out how to beat San Jose on Thursday. They need to figure out how to beat Minnesota on Saturday. They need to figure out how to beat Toronto in Edmonton with a very ruckus Toronto population going to the game. You may not like it, but those are the facts to be true. And then you're in Calgary on Wednesday. A lot of games and not so many nights. Oilers will be okay. Anywhoosies, let's watch a video, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. My name's Matt, OilersFanReaction. Doses.
This is Canada. Maple syrup and like Captain Say. Kick your ass all hockey season. Ay. up.